Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Whatever time you are joining and from wherever you are joining, it is good to have you here. My name is Lori Kriva. You have landed in Swellheart Mondays in conjunction with the Feast for the Soul and day 20. And as some of you know, we often start our meditations with the five essentials of any meditation practice. And I want to cover those as a refresher because I'd like to talk about three additional things that are related to the five essentials. So, the refresher here, thoughts are okay. Don't try too hard to have a certain experience, simply have the one that you're having. Let go of any expectations that you might have about meditation and bring your beginner's mind. The fourth one is be kind to yourself, like a good friend would. There's no sense in beating yourself up and making anything wrong about your meditation. And the last one, and number five, is to stick with the practice, however challenging it might be, however distracted you might feel. Keep returning to the focus of the meditation over and over again. So, a couple of things that I want to add to those five essentials, whether you are a new meditator, you are a seasoned meditator, or you are a kind of in between meditator, kind of one who dips your toe in every now and again. The first thing is there are no bad experiences in meditation. You might notice that you like a certain meditation or a certain experience more than others. And I wouldn't be surprised if that changes maybe over time, that you might start liking a mantra meditation and then evolve your preference to perhaps a silent meditation. So, paying attention to what is happening for you is always very interesting as your practice evolves. Um, you might want a meditation to go a certain way, even though it's heading one direction based on a previous meditation that you've had. You maybe want it to go a different direction, and that's totally normal. The thing is, with meditation, you're never able to recreate exactly the same experience that you had in a previous meditation because no two meditations are ever the same. And what happens in meditation really depends on so many factors. The things that show up in your day to day life, whether they are in your physical body or in your emotional state. Um, Perhaps somebody that you ran into might leave you feeling a certain residue, whether positive or maybe not so positive. So whatever's happening for you on a given day, that can also slightly color your meditation. What you can do, however, with meditation is that you can create the conditions for having a good experience by bringing that beginner's mind, as I mentioned, and knowing that each meditation that you have will offer you the most perfect and the most beneficial, perhaps the most nourishing experience for you at a given time in a given day. And whether you go off to a peaceful place and you've transcended, or you had to pull your mind back over and over again to the present moment, the benefits of meditation over time will show up in your life. And I don't know if you have had this experience, but when I first started meditating, I didn't notice the benefits so much myself, but I had other friends and family members notice the benefits showing up for them in their interactions with me. So pay attention not only to how you're feeling, but maybe how other people are feeling around you as you make meditation or make more of a commitment to meditation in the long term. So really, the goal of meditation is there's not a goal at all. There's not some special thing that you need to have happen or a mystical experience, but simply to do it. So the second thing that I want to talk about is that there is no right or wrong way to feel when you're meditating. There will be all kinds of emotions that come up when you sit to meditate, when you come into stillness and things that can distract you, and some things you'll like during meditation and some things you won't. And your job in meditation is to simply feel what arises, what meets your attention in the present moment. That is all of the physical sensations that might come up, the thoughts, the emotions, and noticing what they are, noticing that they're there, and letting them pass through you. And what I also would like to share is if you notice that you're no longer feeling the feelings that are coming through in meditation, but you're trying to figure out the reasons behind the feelings, that is a sign to you to bring your attention back to the present moment, bringing your attention back to the breath, bringing your attention back to the sensations or any sort of feelings that you're having in the body. I just had something come to mind. Sarah talks about meditation practice as being like brushing your teeth. And it's part of your routine every day or every week, however often you meditate. And some days brushing your teeth feels really great and you're motivated to do it. Some days you don't really have time and you just, do a quick job. And other days you just do not want to do it at all. You're not motivated, but you just want to get it over with. And the main thing with brushing your teeth, like with meditation, is just knowing that when you're brushing your teeth, like meditation, you are doing something really good for yourself in the moment that is going to have long-term preventative measures and long-term health benefits. Okay, and the last thing that I want to share is that meditation is natural. It is your birthright. And the only thing that you can do wrong with meditation is to try too hard to achieve a certain experience or to beat yourself up or to try to do it right. Don't expect your senses to do anything other than what they are designed to do. So your ears are designed to hear. So your ears are going to pick up on sounds all around you, within you, in your environment. That is normal. Your brain is designed to think. So your brain is going to pick up on thoughts and it's going to try to distract you with thoughts. That is normal. Just like your eyes see and the light perhaps coming through your eyes could distract you. So when you notice those things happening, what you want to do is simply interrupt whatever that is, whatever's going on for you, and bring your attention to the focus of the meditation, whether that's a breath, whether it's mantra, just doing that kindly, patiently. There's no wrong things that you're doing in meditation. Okay, so on that note, we are going to move into our practice today. We are going to today engage in a simple breath and body awareness practice. This is designed to bring our attention back to the present moment over and over again. And we'll be meditating for about 20 minutes. And as always, I will keep track of the time. So go ahead and find a comfortable seat. I like to say a position that allows you to be both alert and relaxed at the same time. You might, as you come into stillness, shrug your shoulders a little bit, maybe do some shoulder rolls. You might roll your neck, maybe moving it side to side. Wiggle your toes or your wrists, maybe moving those around. And you're welcome to gaze at a point in front of you, capping your eyes, which means just lowering your eyes kind of halfway. And if you feel comfortable, you're welcome to close your eyes completely, tuning out the exterior world and turning your lens inward to your interior, allowing yourself now to shift from your usual mode of doing to simply being right here, right now. Letting yourself sink more and more deeply into the surface beneath you, perhaps a chair or sofa. Perhaps it's the floor or the wall. And allowing that surface to hold you completely throughout this practice. Settling into the stillness and the beauty of this present moment. There's nothing to do, nowhere to go, no one to be accountable to, just to yourself in this moment. Go ahead and begin to deepen the breath, taking in 3 long, slow, and deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose or the mouth. Beginning to settle the nervous system, and letting your body know it's okay to relax. And as you sit here with your eyes closed, return your breath to its natural rhythm and depth. And becoming aware perhaps of the sounds around you. You might tune into any sounds that are further away, and gradually bringing your attention to sounds that are closer to you or within you. Refraining from any judgment about the sounds, whether the sounds are enjoyable or irritating. Simply notice the quality and the frequency of the sounds. You might use this time to anchor in with the sound of my voice as it arises from the stillness and returns to the stillness. Allowing your face to soften, perhaps your shoulders to drop slightly. Noticing and releasing any crinkling at your forehead or at the corners of your eyes. Letting your tongue drop into the lower part of your mouth. Releasing any tension in your jaw. Relaxing the belly, the hips. And grounding your feet into the earth or beneath you. And as you bring this gentle relaxation to the body, you might tune in to any places where there's a bit of tension, any clenching, any discomfort. Perhaps allowing the breath to circulate to that area. Bringing presence, bringing fresh oxygen, noticing if there might be a slight release. If you can bring more ease to that space. And tuning in to the hands, perhaps noticing the sensations that flow through the hands. Noticing any sensations in the feet. Noticing what the body feels like from the inside out. All the sensations, the micro movements, any pulsing. Tuning in to what the body feels like as it's breathed. Noticing the expansion of your awareness from the top of your head to the tips of your toes and your fingers. Tuning in to this entire sensory experience where all is moving, all is flowing. Where you are perfect and whole and complete. There's nothing to control, to force. Feeling every sensation in the body. And beneath it all, noticing the breath. Noticing the ease, noticing the movement, the expansion in your lungs or belly. Noticing the path of the breath as it comes in through the nostrils, through the throat, into the lungs or belly, and how it moves up and out through the exhale. Felt sense of warmth on the upper lip. And as you follow the path of the breath, sensing the quality of this present moment, aware of sensations in the body, aware of sounds around you, and aware of this breath. And the next breath. If you're so inclined, you might say peace to yourself on the inhale and love on the exhale. Letting your intention in this moment be to rest in awareness, being in this relaxed and calm state with each breath. If you notice that the mind has wandered, which it naturally does, notice that it's happening and perhaps whisper to yourself, thinking or planning, and returning your attention back to the sounds and the sensations of the breath, the in and the out of the breath. Anytime the mind has wandered, Let go of any judgment. Notice again thinking or remembering, and reconnect with the present moment. Perhaps the sensations in your hands or your feet, the movement of the breath in and out of the body. Noticing the difference between being in a thought and observing the thought. Returning your attention over and over again. We'll practice this for a few more minutes and I'll track the time. I invite you now to bring your attention to your heart center, feeling the breath gently circulating in that heart space. If you're so inclined, you might bring your hands to your heart for a moment, really tuning into this space, the energy in the heart. And allowing yourself a moment to reflect on what you feel grateful for. You might whisper silently to yourself or out loud any things that come to mind through the field of your awareness, any person that comes to mind, perhaps your pet, and acknowledge what is true for you. And as you tune into this gratitude, allow this warmth and appreciation to flow through your entire body, to radiate outward, to move through your skin and form to the space around you, to your neighborhood and beyond. Noticing how this sensation of gratitude allows you to be more present to this moment. Now, from this place of heart-centered gratitude, turn your attention to the appreciation that you feel for yourself. You might say to yourself, I love you. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for having my back. And as we embrace these final moments of silence together, tune into any messages or words or symbols that might arise for you in this stillness. Noticing what catches your attention is divinely perfect. As our practice draws to a close, I'd like to read a poem by Danna Faulds. Settle in the here and now. Reach down into the center where the world is not spinning and drink this holy peace. Feel relief flood into every cell. Nothing to do, nothing to be but what you are already. Nothing to receive but what flows effortlessly from the mystery into form. Nothing to run from or run toward. Just this breath, awareness knowing itself as embodiment. Just this breath, awareness waking up to truth. As our meditation draws to a close now, I invite you to gradually bring your attention back to the space around you, the sensation of your feet on the earth beneath you, your fingers, your seat, You might bring some gentle movement back into the body, re-inhabiting this glorious being that you are. Perhaps stretching your arms. You might bring them overhead or at your sides. Shrug your shoulders a bit. Just giving yourself what feels good and right for you as you come out of meditation. Take your time. And when you're ready, you're welcome to gradually open your eyes, slowly taking in the space around you with fresh eyes. And you might tune into something that you haven't noticed before, something perhaps that looks a bit different today since before meditating. And if you're so inclined to bring your hands together, thumb knuckles at your breastbone, I welcome you to do that now. The light in me honors and sees the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. I want to thank you so much for joining me today, for being part of this community, and I look forward to seeing you the next time.